Hello, I'm James Wilson and welcome to Who Addicts Review. Damn! Hello, I'm Tom Dix and welcome to Epic. Damn! Hello, I'm Harry Williams and I'm Joe Oliver and welcome to Team Damn it! Now, I love Doctor Who. Seriously, it is my favourite show on television. In fact, you can even go so far as to say that I'm actually passionate about the show. It has helped develop my imagination, and it's helped me gain a lot of friends and confidence. But Doctor Who isn't my only love. I'm a lover of film and television in general. It's a magical world that you can immerse yourself in when you've got problems, when you want to be in any other world but your own because of how many problems you've got, then just watch a film or a television show. If a film or TV show is good enough, then you can actually immerse yourself in a world that isn't your own, and that is seriously a very magical thing that I think doesn't amount to anything else in the world. So then guys, join me as I go through my favourite films of all time. At number 10, it's Hellboy, a brilliant film featuring Ron Perlman. Now, Ron Perlman, I only really know him from low-budget films, like straight-to-DVD sequels, like In the Name of the King with Jason Statham. I don't think that was in the cinema. I think that was straight to DVD, wasn't it? But anyway, Ron Perlman is brilliant as Hellboy. Seriously, he was born to play this role. He has the look from the comic book. It's like the comic book just came straight out of its pages and into this film. Seriously, it is brilliant. It's faithful to the comic books through and through. It has the brilliant gore, but it has great CGI and some great special features on the disc as well. Now, I know what you're going to say. Hellboy 1 is better than Hellboy 2. That's debatable, I suppose. But I actually like Hellboy 2. I think it was actually a very, very good film. So, at number 10, and rightfully so, it's Hellboy. At number 9, it's the Inbetweeners movie. My god, the amount of times I've pissed myself laughing at this film is unbelievable. I'm yet to see the Inbetweeners 2, so if anyone puts in the comments section about the Inbetweeners 2, I will come round and kill you. Well, I could just kindly ask, you know, don't put any spoilers, please. I love you all. But no, the Inbetweeners movie is brilliant. I really didn't think that these four guys could actually pull off putting the brilliant comedy from a Channel 4 comedy into a film. And the fact that it made as much money at the box office than it did is nothing short of a miracle. I mean, seriously, this was probably the biggest surprise hit movie of its year. Seriously, it is honestly amazing. I mean, from the end of season 3 of the Inbetweeners TV show, there were a lot of unanswered questions that this film answered brilliantly. Was Simon, was he moving to Wales? And what did Will's father actually look like? And it turned out his father was Anthony Head, which was absolutely bloody brilliant to see him in this film for as short as he was. And Jay, they're all brilliant. They're all brilliant in the film. They don't deviate from what they are. They don't milk anything. They're not like, oh, we can't do that because it's a film now. You know, they do what they do in the TV show, and brilliantly so on film. So at number 9, it's the Inbetweeners. Here's Johnny. Yes, at number 8, it's Stanley Kubrick's genius adaptation of Stephen King's best-selling novel, The Shining. Seriously, out of all the adaptations that I've seen of Stephen King's novels, Misery, Stephen King's It, you know, I think that this is probably my favourite. Stephen King is the king of suspense, seriously. I mean, well then again, isn't Alfred Hitchcock the king of suspense? I don't know, but honestly, Stanley Kubrick doing The Shining is brilliant, and Jack Nicholson is genius casting as Jack Torrance. Seriously, he brings just horror and comedy at the same time. The way he's just slowly going insane, and the question that it poses in the film is this guy just going insane, or is this hotel genuinely haunted by ghosts? You know, it's a question that I think is still left unanswered to this day. But that's the brilliant part about that, the ending where, you know, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen The Shining, but come on, this film's like from like the 70s. You should know this by now. Is it from the 70s? No, it's from the 80s. Sorry, but no, that ending where Jack is kind of in that picture with all the spirits around him in that picture. It's something that I'm still very confused at, but you know, it's still an absolutely ingenious film. Scares me again and again and again. Those two twins. Ugh. I've never been scared of twins before in my entire life, but I will be from now on. So, at number 8, it's The Shining. Right guys, say what you want about this film, get over it. At number 7, it's Big Fish, directed by Tim Burton. Now, a lot of films in Tim Burton's career I really don't like. Alice in Wonderland, yeah, I really don't like that film. There was this one film that my girlfriend Caitlin loves Tim Burton. Seriously, she loves Quentin Tarantino, Tim Burton, just all those rather gory and rather, you know, eccentric sort of directors in their style. She really likes them, and really, Big Fish is an absolutely amazing film starring Ewan McGregor. An older version of Ewan McGregor's character is telling stories about his past, and his son is kind of disillusioned by his father and feels like he doesn't know him. And there's a question posed as to whether his father was just a good storyteller or whether his past stories that he was actually telling was actually real. And I related to that because I can never really tell what's reality and what's imaginative sometimes. You know, sometimes things can seem real. You know, and you know, you've just got to. It's a really light-hearted film, which I don't think Tim Burton does those films enough. And it's got a great narrative. I really love it. It's got a great cast. Danny DeVito is in it, and he's quite good in it as well. It's got some great fantastical scenes, and it's really good. So number 7, Big Fish. If you haven't seen it yet, please go and see it. It's a really good watch if you like a light-hearted film. Anchorman. Yes, guys, at number 6, it's Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. It's an absolutely amazing film. Now, I know how strange it must seem to have a sequel, like the second one, not the first one, in your list of top 10 films. It must seem quite strange, but I actually loved Anchorman 2 far better than Anchorman 1. The gags I laughed at a lot more, and really just, although Will Ferrell looks quite old in it, I got to admit, Will Ferrell does look very old at the minute in this film. You know, it's like, God, I'd hate to see him in HD or Blu-ray because he'd just look ancient. Anyone who knows Will Ferrell, please don't tell him that. I highly doubt that's going to happen though. But anyway, these 4 are just brilliant in it. They're like the Anchorman version of the Inbetweeners. Seriously, they are that stupid. Not as stupid as Brick. Brick is my favourite character because he comes out with the most random, and he's just so hilarious. He gets the best dialogue, and yet he's the stupidest out of the whole group, and he gets the best dialogue. What? But no, it's an absolutely brilliant film. We'd been waiting years for this, you know. We'd been waiting years and years and years and years and years. When was Anchorman 1? I think that was like 2002, 2003. And we've been waiting a very long time for this film, and it paid off brilliantly. I do hope that there's a third one, because seriously, this would make an absolutely great trilogy, I think. So yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, Anchorman 2. A lot of people ask me why I'm so serious about this film, and I will tell you why. Because at number 5, it's The Dark Knight. My God, probably the best cast in a film that I've seen in a very long time. Before Christopher Nolan got his hands on the Batman franchise, in terms of the film industry, Batman was on an absolute downslope. It was the laughingstock of the film industry. But when Christopher Nolan rained down to the heavens and said to Warner Brothers, "I shall direct Batman. Christian Bale shall be Batman, and Heath Ledger shall be cast as the Joker, and it shall be the greatest trilogy ever in Warner Brothers history." And he was absolutely right. The Dark Knight won every single award out there. Heath Ledger won a great award as well, and my God, Heath Ledger, he killed himself trying to do this role, and my God, he succeeded. He was absolutely brilliant. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger, because you have left this earth with the best role you have ever played in your acting career. The Joker is seriously amazing, and of course, his catchphrase, "Why so serious?" was just, oh my God, it was the best thing ever. One of the best casted films I've seen, the best Batman. Christopher Nolan, thank you for making Batman a badass. I love it when a film comes together. Yes, at number 4, it's The A-Team. I was very upset when I found out it didn't get a sequel. I thought this film was actually quite good. Yeah, maybe not great, maybe not perfect, but all films have flaws, don't they? And I think this film definitely stayed true to the 70s TV show. It's very hard to adapt a 70s TV show that got a lot of cult following and then, you know, get made into a contemporary and upcoming setting. It's very hard to do, and a lot of people weren't interested, which is why I think a lot of the film didn't get a sequel. But I thought this film was brilliantly casted. Liam Neeson as Hannibal, brilliant. Bradley Cooper as Face, obviously, and I don't remember his name, but he's in District 9, plays Murdoch brilliantly. And B.A. Baracus, the guy who played B.A. Baracus, I wasn't too sure. I think he was a boxer, you know, and you know, so he wasn't really that great of an actor. So, you know, I didn't really think too much of him. But it's going to take a lot to amount to Mr. T, am I right? So yes, at number 4, and rightfully so, it's The A-Team. Deal with it. Remember, V for Vendetta. Yes, at number 3, it is V for Vendetta. What an absolutely next to perfect film it is. Yes, Hugo Weaving plays the character of V, who has a, well, you would have guessed it, he has a vendetta, revenge against quite a lot of people who have wronged him in his past and pretty much ruined his entire life. There's this huge event called St. Mary's or something like that, and basically this huge event caused this Chancellor to get the grip on Britain and to pretty much take over the entire of Britain, and V likes to take it down with the help of his Guy Fawkes mask to basically get the entire of Britain on his side, including Natalie Portman's character, who gives the best performance, I think personally, of her career. Yes, I think it's better than Black Swan, shoot me, but yes, Hugo Weaving I think gives a brilliant character. It definitely says something about an actor who can portray a character with such power and emotion, but when he's wearing a mask the whole time. Seriously, if I get to be half as good as Hugo Weaving, I will be a very happy man indeed. Yes, so if any of you haven't seen V for Vendetta yet, go and watch it now. It is brilliant. Here she comes to wreck the day! Yes, if I were to embody Jim Carrey in one film, it would be Liar Liar. Either that or The Mask. I'm still a bit iffy on that one, but Liar Liar is my second favourite film of all time. Thank you to Caitlin, my girlfriend, who bought me this film. I love you, and it is, oh my god, it is just an absolutely brilliant film. It's a light-hearted comedy that showcases Jim Carrey's madman and eccentric ways that we all know he has. Hasn't used them recently in his films, but he definitely uses them in this light-hearted comedy. It's about a negligent father who is a lawyer, and he's pretty much obsessed with his job, and he's slowly losing his family over it, and he's slowly losing his son as well. When his son asks on his birthday for his father not to lie for one day, it transpires into this hilarious and madman, eccentric ways about a man who needs to lie for his job. It's just an absolutely brilliant and pretty much perfect comedy, I think, and it showcases everything that Jim Carrey is great acting, his great physical comedy, and just comedy in general. It's really just an all-package deal for Jim Carrey's acting abilities. So guys, please watch Liar Liar. If you've got a sense of humour, you will laugh at this gem. You know what's the awful part about my number 1? Is that I don't actually own this film yet because it's not out on DVD, but I will show you what my favourite film of all time is. Now, you may think I'm going a bit far calling this my favourite film of all time just yet, but I don't care. At my number 1, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, I bought this poster. Doesn't it just look beautiful? But yes, Chris Pratt plays Star-Lord, and he plays a character who has been kidnapped by a bunch of aliens at a young age, and he pretty much grows up travelling the galaxy basically as a sort of con man, really, of sorts, and he teams up with these ragtag bunch of people who, at first, they don't like each other at all. He sort of teams up with this assassin who's trying to kill him at first, and then they eventually become great friends with Dave Bautista, who's like this madman whose family was killed, and he pretty much wants revenge on the enemy of this film, and Bradley Cooper plays an ill-tempered raccoon who loves explosions, and really, it's just a brilliant film. The the plot is flawless, the direction is just absolutely perfect, and the explosions are just brilliant to see. It's just a beautiful film to see. I would have loved to see it in 3D, but I couldn't, but I would have loved to, and I can't wait to buy this film when it comes out. So Guardians of the Galaxy is your film to watch if you haven't already. So, watch it. So then guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my first video here on Hermits United with my top 10 favourite films of all time. Please put in the comment section below what your top 10 favourite films are and why. Also, please subscribe to Hermits United, and if you like, go over to Who Addicts Reviews if you haven't already, and subscribe to my other channel with my best friend Matthew Rowney over there as well. And also, like this video if you want to as well. So then guys, I will see you in my second video. Don't know when that is, but I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.